What's going on, crypto community? I hope you all had an awesome weekend and are having an awesome weekend. And in this video, I just want to share a couple of articles with you all. So let's go right ahead and jump into the first one here. Ripple executive says XRP's strengths are in technologically recording value and moving it across borders. So this is something I talk about a lot on this channel, is just the use case and the real world applications of XRP. And I think, those things are what really separate it from the majority of cryptocurrencies out there, is that real world utility, its speed, of course, and also its efficiency when using it to make cross-border transactions. I think XRP really has great potential. And let's go right ahead and jump into this article. Corey Johnson, the chief market strategist for Ripple, recently appeared on a webinar to speak about XRP and its use case in disrupting cross-border payments. He also offered his opinions on the existing system, SWIFT, also known as the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. Corey also elaborated upon his feelings towards rival blockchains. He began by talking about XRP's strengths, stating that those lay within technologically recording value and moving it across borders. These are moving through a digital distance while being a digital representation of money, which utilizes blockchain. According to Johnson, the blockchain ensures that XRP's transactions are real and to ensure maximum security. He further stated that the World Bank said that the average cost of remittance was an all-time historical or low for humanity at 6.94%. The average business has a net profit margin of about 7%, but the cost of moving money across borders is about 7%. That means the average business has no business in being global. Moreover, the existing system also has an error rate of 6% in its transactions, stated Johnson, likening it to losing power 1 hour in a day. The 700 basis point cost that comes with the system and the 3 to 5 days it takes for a transaction does not fit with the era we live in, he said. This is the latest in a series of statements made by Ripple's executives regarding the incumbent system, which is currently undergoing an overhaul. The makeover, known as SWIFT Global Payments Initiative, is set to cut costs and increase speeds and in an attempt to stay relevant. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, has likened the upgrade to putting a Ferrari shell on a Ford Model T, stating Swift GPI is like putting a Ferrari shell on a Model T engine. It's a cosmetic upgrade on old infrastructure. Messaging is still not tied to settlement. It's unidirectional and can't solve for liquidity. So I think this is good for Ripple, because XRP, of course, is going to be used for the cross-border, to solve that cross-border remittance payment problem. I think Swift is an outdated technology, and that Ripple is it's the upgrade. It's the new Swift, and I think Swift's gonna have a hard time competing with Ripple, just because of the partnerships that Ripple already has with huge institutions, and that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit in this next article. So let's go right ahead and jump into that one here. Confirmed, American Express is officially using Ripple's Xcurrent, and so Xcurrent does not use Xrapid, which of course is what uses XRP, but I think this is still good for the company, as speculative value alone can sometimes drive an asset up thousands of percent, particularly in the cryptocurrency market due to its high volatility. The vice president of American Express, Colin O'Flaherty, on Wednesday confirmed that the company was officially using Xcurrent, a blockchain-based financial solution from Ripple Inc. O'Flaherty, who doubles as the general manager of Global Commercial Services UK and Russia, spoke at the last day of the Money 2020 event held from 4 to 6 June in Amsterdam. Ripple offers instantaneous point-to-point conversations between the sender and receiver of funds, and that provides a real opportunity to alleviate most of the issues our customers are facing, he said at a discussion session at the event. Among the panelists at the event was Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple. He spoke earlier at the event about the cryptocurrency markets, Bitcoin, and Ripple. I also am pretty bullish on Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is going to, really, appreciate in value over time. It's currently what's Bitcoin at right now? So about $4,200. And I think Bitcoin will reach around 50 grand, 100 grand. But some people are even saying 250 grand in the years to come if you hold long term. But I definitely don't think Bitcoin is going anywhere. But I think with that being said, I think it's only going to serve as a store of value, as the technology behind Bitcoin seems to be kind of not necessarily outdated, but it's just so slow in comparison to like XRP, which is much faster and a better liquidity provider for many reasons. And yeah, he also highlighted the inroads that blockchain startup has made in the financial industry. According to him, more and more banks were continually embracing Ripple's technology. In November last year, the American Express alongside Santander Bank entered an agreement with Ripple to use its technology to facilitate and speed up cross-border payments between the US and UK. And this is why I think XRP has the potential to really shoot up in value, is just because of this utility. I talk about this all the time, but in in my mind, it just seems to make sense that an asset that's actually going to be used by institutions, companies and banks is what's going to appreciate in value, and it's going to hold the value up. And XRP is going to be more liquid at a higher value, of course. So the value of XRP being higher is good for institutions, it's good for banks, and it's also good, of course, for the company. Following the arrangement, payments made via American Express FX International Payments platform were routed through Ripple's enterprise blockchain network, RippleNet. Xcurrent is integrated with American Express infrastructure, will facilitate payments from customers to SMEs. San Francisco-based Ripple is a frontrunner in the development of blockchain-based solutions for cross-border payments and settlements. Major products on the RippleNet are the Xcurrent and Xrapid. According to its CEO, the technology used by American Express, it separated a connection from the cryptocurrency or the token, he said. What that means is that a bank or non-bank like Amex can use Ripple to connect and just exchange value from one fiat currency to another directly without the need for any intermediate blockchain currency. And if you look at just CoinMarketCap and you go through and you see all of these assets, you see that none of them have this this type of use case or this just outreach with so many companies. Like Bill Clinton spoke on behalf of Ripple at that at one event. I can't recall the name of the event, but it's like no other company is really out there with so many partnerships and so many ties with such influential people. So I see this as really good news for XRP and of course Ripple as well. So let me continue here. At the time, Marcus Treacher, global head of strategic accounts at Ripple, noted that its XRP currency would be used much more in the future. The XRP currency will come into play later on in the evolutionary dynamics and the other players, he said. And this is, of course, what I see as well. Ripple has now a market capitalization of $22 billion. Third largest, I think it's second right now. Yeah. Let me just refresh this to make sure. I'm not sure when this article was written. Let me see here. So I guess it was written on the 24th, but yeah. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Xrapid, which involves the use of Ripple's native XRP tokens, have also received much attention, being adopted by many banks and financial institutions. MoneyGram trialed the Xrapid in January. This led Garlinghouse to make a bold claim about Xrapid. He said, and of course it doesn't show. I think it's in this article what he says, or sorry, it's right here. By the end of this year, major banks will use Xrapid as a liquidity tool. By the end of next year, I would certainly hope that we will see in the order of magnitude of dozens. So this is good news. I remember Brad Garlinghouse talking about this. I watched it in in a few videos, and in the XRP community, Digital Asset Investor was talking about it. Alex Cobb was talking about it. DM Logic was talking about it. These are all great channels that I recommend you subscribe to. Digital Asset Investor is one channel you should definitely subscribe to. Puts out great content. Alex Cobb as well, and yeah. But what I see is long-term growth and adoption of cryptocurrencies. I see cryptocurrencies as the emergence of a new asset class. We have the stock market, we got real estate investing, just different business models out there, and cryptocurrencies. This is the emergence of a whole new just asset class, and I think that's where the potential really lies. And I like to take the big picture view of things, and that over the long term, I really see these assets appreciating in value. I think Ripple has the company to be as big as Amazon and Apple if they can really just sell the products well. I think XRP is the best digital asset out there just because of its scalability, its use case, the team behind the project as well. I see a lot of potential here for adoption on a large scale, and I also see the same for cryptocurrencies. I think the market is down right now, but I think these are great buying opportunities. The second I have the opportunity to buy more assets, I definitely will. I'm particularly bullish on XRP and Bitcoin. I think those two assets are here to stay, and that they are going to be the biggest gainers in the future, and they have the most long-term potential to actually hold their value. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Just wanted to share those articles with you all. Please hit the like button if you found any value in this. Share this with your friends and your family. Please subscribe to the channel, as I will be posting videos pretty regularly. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see all of you in the next one.